All right. Test, test,
Test.
test, test.
All right, so the next story has nothing at all to do with politics.
No.
Nothing at all to do with anybody being arrested for sexual assault or investigated or anything of the kind. This is a story about probably one of the most wholesome television figures that's been on the air for 30 plus years. And she has just announced that you're going to continue to see her for the next at least couple of years. Vanna White of the great game show Wheel of Fortune. Now, we know that, as we talked previously, Pat Sajak has announced his retirement from Wheel of Fortune. This is his last season coming up. So, next, not this year, but next September will be his final appearance. And then Ryan Seacrest, excuse me, will be taking over as host of Wheel of Fortune. You know, the Dick Clark from Wish, maybe Ryan Seacrest, something like that. If you were Dick Clark on Wish, you might get Ryan Seacrest, perhaps. I like that. I should, we'll make a meme of that or something like that. Anyway, but Vanna White though is going to continue for another couple of years. So she has now signed on. She is 66 years of age. She just signed a 2-year extension. So we are going to continue to see for Ryan Seacrest's first couple of seasons, Vanna White continuing to light up the letters and be his co-host through the 2024-25 and 25-26 television seasons. Mm-hmm. I think it's great. I know that she had made some news not long ago that her contract hadn't been redone or something in some time. Yeah. You can argue that there's not much of a skill to, push a button and flip letters around. It's not about that. It's more
it's
just
not, it's the personality of who she is.
Exactly.
She is one of the components that you associate with that show. You're not paying her to physically push a button.
That's right.
You're paying her to be on the air. She is a host of some sort.
That's right. If you're a Wheel of Fortune fan, there has been a comfort for many, many years. It's Pat Sajak and Vanna White. It's not one or the other. It's Pat Sajak and Vanna White. They're on the air. It's a comfort, etc. So you can speak about Vanna White here for a minute, but we're going to have a very simple Ask an Idiot question this week, Dean. So, Wheel of Fortune again is...
Actually, yesterday we were flipping through. I wanted to watch the said program after Wheel of Fortune, and I'm not going to mention it because that might be something I answer with in a minute. Mm-hmm. And I flipped on, and at first I thought Pat Sajak had already retired.
Nope.
So I'm like, why is he there? And then Vanna White, pops on the screen. I'm like, I don't know how old she is, but holy shit, she looks amazing.
Yes. Well, she's 66. I just said 66 years of age.
Well, I didn't know that at the time. At the time, I'm just thinking, wow. I mean, it's rare. I think we'd actually talked about this. Or we didn't talk about it on air.
Probably not on there.
No, about women of certain ages that you'd still date. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Mm-hmm. And she is definitely on that list. Holy moly!
Sure.
She looks fantastic.
Yeah, looks fantastic. She seems like a lovely woman. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So on that note, so I want to know, Dean. So again, you could mention. Well, you already talked about Vanna White a little bit more. You can elaborate further if you wish, but just ask an idiot this week. What is, your favorite game show? You could name a couple if you want to. Maybe there's a couple that's sort of tied. I just also want to know too, what makes a good game show to you? Why is your favorite compelling? What in general are the elements of a good game show in your opinion? Go right ahead.
All right. I have two on my list. My two
Mhm.
favorite game shows. First, like I talked about just a minute ago, the show that comes right on after Wheel of Fortune, which is Jeopardy.
Mm.
And it's fun because I'm not a smart man. I get the majority of them wrong, of the questions wrong, right?
Mhm.
But fuck, do I enjoy it? It was one of my favorite video games in my youth.
Mine too.
It is one of my, because even when you get things wrong, you're still learning something.
Mhm.
You're learning trivia of some sort, and
Right.
how much do you retain? That's up to you. But it's always been one of my favorite uh, game shows. So
Mhm. So what again? Why? Why?
Wha-
It's just yeah.
I I don't think why I enjoy Jeopardy is the same answer as what makes a good game show. Um, I think what
But
makes a good
go ahead.
I
Go
think
ahead.
what makes a good game show is the idea of that you could see yourself on that stage.
Okay.
You could see yourself playing that game. You can see yourself
Mhm.
dropping Plinko chip down, up, and
Mhm.
and win the cash and prizes. You
Mhm.
know how much Drano is. I could answer that. I could play.
Yeah.
Jeopardy is not that. Jeopardy,
No.
the majority of people couldn't play along or can't play along, but the
Mhm.
ratings are there. They love to watch it. And I think it's probably the same way I do. Is you love to learn, and then
Yeah.
occasionally you get that one right, and boy, do you feel like the fucking smartest person in the world. Your chest goes up, your dick gets hard. You're like, fuck me, I'm a
Mhm.
smart man.
Mhm.
But again, it's not the same as why other game shows are good and successful. I think people see themselves in it. They see them, it's the American dream. It's the winning the lottery. It's the, you know, an easy $10,000
Mhm.
in cash and prizes. It's getting that free year's worth of tomato soup, right?
Right.
It's all of that. And I'll give you my other one real quick. My
Go ahead.
other favorite game show, $10,000 Pyramid.
I used to like that show a lot.
I
I know it's still on
love,
the air, but yeah,
yeah,
Dick Clark back in the day.
yep. Just it's
Mhm.
just word. It's guessing word. It's
Yes.
there's a board game here that I think we have that it's very similar. You have to say the word without, or say a bunch of different words without saying the word. They have to guess it, and
Categories.
yeah.
Mhm.
And as a kid, you tried to put your hand up so you couldn't see the word to see if you could to guess it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was fun. I love that
Yeah.
game. So
Yeah.
those are my two favorite.
Yeah, those are good ones, man. And there's a lot that I would say are my. I don't watch a lot of game shows these days. I'm again not against it. It's just time. If I'm at my mom's or something like that for holidays or just a visit or something like that, and she's like, "You want to watch the Wheel and that sure,
Sure.
absolutely. The Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, two of my favorite games for different reasons. I did love The Price is Right. We talked about Bob Barker at
Okay.
length a couple episodes ago because of again, it's different. You're right. It's different things, about that particular show it's the host element. It's the interaction with the contestants. Like you say, some you can envision yourself there winning a valuable prize or whatever it is. And I think a lot of it for me is just the ones where you can play along.
Sure.
The ones that you play along, like you say, Jeopardy, 98% of the questions every episode. It's like it's amazing what some of these fucking people know. It's just how in the hell do people know some of that information? Which it makes it entertaining too. It's like, how does somebody know some of these trivial things? It's just like, wow, it's amazing the
I tell you
knowledge that
what,
some people have. Go ahead.
with Jeopardy, you want to see me look the dumbest I could possibly look. Come over and watch me watch Jeopardy, because I will answer out loud every
Uh-huh.
question incorrectly with
Mhm.
confidence.
Sure. Yeah. That's probably most people watching the show. You're playing along, marveling at people that know the information.
What is Portugal?
Right.
Oh, sorry, it's the Spain is the answer, and I won't sell it. No, I'm going on to the next one, answering it just as competent as it last.
I think Jeopardy is unique in the sense of I don't think the average person feels dumb for missing it. I think you go into that show knowing I probably don't know many of these, but when you get one right, it's that charge of satisfaction that I got one right today. I got 2 right today. And it's all you think about. You don't think about you missed every other one because you weren't supposed to know it to begin with.
Right.
You know what I mean?
See, I went on a run the other night. Actually, there was a category that I can't remember what it is, but it was something, that I knew. And I could not get it out faster than the contestant on TV, right? That's a mainline fucking brilliance, or even recall that fast, right?
Yep.
Like by the time they're saying it, I'm fumbling out the fucking ass backwards answer to it, right? Because my brain just isn't engaged. I know the answer, I just couldn't say it out loud as fast as the 2 lines coming out, from each end, the lights, signifying that you're about to run out of time. So yeah,
I could be Bill Murray in Groundhog Day watching the same episode of Jeopardy.
Right.
It'd still take me 100 years to get everyone correct. Like he was doing on this. You know what I'm saying. Anyway. Yeah, so that's good stuff. The play along is great, and it's the brain stimulation as well. Obviously, some of these game shows are so mindless. So the ones that can stimulate your brain, Wheel of Fortune does that too. Wheel of Fortune, it's different level, but it is a guessing game. It is a puzzle. It is a puzzle you can play along with. And
it's the original fucking Wordle.
It really is. That's right. So. Yeah, there's other ones I've enjoyed over the years. I loved Press Your Luck with the whammies and different things like that. But those were so kind of mindless and luck and everything like that. So give me the brain stimulation ones with a good host, and I'll tune in. I'll tune in for those. So all right. Well, what is your favorite game show out there? We'd definitely love to hear it. Anyone that's off the air that you don't really see anymore, Dean, that you miss, by the way, game show?
Like you, I didn't really watch that many. A lot more when I was a kid, but those are my 2 favorites as a kid. And I occasionally, if I'm thinking about it and 7:30 rolls around, I'll turn on Jeopardy. But other than that, I don't watch. I'm not into this make a deal, briefcase, horse shit. I don't.
Yeah, those are. Yeah, I'm not as into those in so much either. Like how to, the millionaire one, and I don't know all that type of stuff. There's the trivia questions, but a lot of them are. I don't know. I'm with you. Not the best. A couple of this. There was one. I think it was Scrabble with Chuck Woolery.
Oh yeah, I remember.
But there was another one too that he did that I have to look the name up here. I can't think of it now.
Connection. That's
that was entertaining. Yeah, certainly
it's a game show, right?
That was a game show. That was all 80s. But he had a more recent one here too, where it's like the different one word led to the next word.
Oh, dude, I watched it. I was at a bar, right? And they had it on, and that was entertaining as shit.
Yes.
I can't remember the name of it or whatnot, but that was a cool concept. It was fun to play.
I'm going to look that up right now while we're talking about it here. So it was, let's see, Lingo. That's
Lingo.
What it is.
There it is. Yep. That's
Lingo.
Right.
2002 to 2007. That was a good show. That was another one you could sort of play along with. Like I said, just the different words led to one another. Yeah, absolutely. Plus, it was Chuck Woolery. Give me Chuck Woolery hosting. I'll probably watch it.
Sure.
So
he's still alive, right?
You know what? I hope so.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So is he?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Chuck Woolery, bless his heart, is 82 years of age. His birthday is March 16th. There you go.
Oh, good. Good for him.
That's right. Worst game show. Quick. What's your worst game show?
I don't know. Running Man. I mean,
oh, dude. If Running Man was an actual game show,
that would be fucking awesome.
Just like in the movie,
yeah,
you would fucking tune in.
Absolutely.
We would tune in every single week.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's around the corner.
And we're getting there.
It's just around the corner.
Yeah,
that's right.
I'm hoping.
Running Man on Hulu Plus or something like that. It's coming.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
One of the better ones. I don't know enough to think my worst one, but one of the better ones. Shit. What? My iPad died. I'm trying to think of the name of it. It was. I think. Who can give me insurance for the best coverage? All I know is the answer always ended up every week being Blake Insurance.
Of course.
Because Blake Insurance is an Erie insurance located right here in Barberton, Ohio. They provide auto, home, renters, and business insurance with honesty, decency, and affordability. Erie Insurance, above all else in service, you want to call 234-571-5359 or visit BlakeInsuranceLLC.com for your free 5-minute quote today. And when you do, tell him the idiot sent you, and knowing that he's not going to play games with you.
Hi.
Excellent.
This is Millennial Nick, along with Gen X Brian and Zennial Dean. Hey, if you liked that video, which we really hope you did, you should like and subscribe. That would be great.